Yeah.
So what did you hear?
Oh, hold on, I'll get my damn charger on my phone. Hold on, sir.
Is this that Lori Ferry bullshit hangout?
Shit. Alright, so fucking a couple of weeks ago, I heard that fucking somebody, I don't even remember who it was, it doesn't even matter, but there was fucking shit going around about how Matt Blue was in some gay flick.
No.
And how he was in all these fucking, it doesn't matter, you know what the fuck you done. So, anyway, some more guy called me today, because I've been playing friendly nice with this motherfucker, just because I've had so much trouble out of fucking Pat Steer and Mark Sargent and fucking all the rest of them. Because I've been giving them a fucking headache. I've been giving them a real fucking headache. And I can tell you, I'm the biggest fucking battle bot there is in this goddamn thing right now.
Hey, Jeff, you're a hard worker.
I'm just telling you,
Hey, Jeff, real quick.
The war dial's fixing to come after you, and it's not gonna be quick, get me off the phone yet. You need to fucking sit down and fucking get ready to get on your computer, because you're gonna have to bring this shit out before they do. If they fucking bring this shit out, they're gonna slam you, and everybody's gonna look at that and say, oh,
Yeah.
no, that's the
Okay, real quick, man, because we Jeff, do you hear me? Are you listening?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, me and you have jobs. Okay, you're a room painter. You're a painter. I'm a contract artist and painter and designer. I gotta work. Morguile, I don't even know why he fucking calls himself that. He doesn't have a job. Lori Ferry doesn't have a job. Patricia Steer doesn't have a job. Mark Sargent doesn't have a job. Okay? Lawrence Wright doesn't have a job. Their job is to be on me and then take me out so nobody plans an expedition to Antarctica. A real one. 6 ships. 600 people. Straight across. I infiltrated Hollywood so I could find out how NASA works. NASA is Hollywood. The Hollywood sign, okay, was built on a property owned by P.W. Griffith. His wife was getting calls from the Pope because the Pope wanted the fucking property. He got killed. P.W. Griffith, they give an award at the Oscars, okay? He got fucking killed. Okay, shot. Okay? The Pope is involved with Hollywood. I went in because I got a good mug, and they offered me about 7 times to make a little deal, and I didn't take it, so I could figure out how they could figure it out. MTV, music television, doesn't do gay porn. I did a sitcom called Undressed. If they're gonna twist footage of me kissing a guy, which was a fucking comedy, okay, playing a bully football player who's in the closet, which I did a pretty good job of, by the way. It was pretty funny. They're total operatives. They don't have a job. Their salary is to fucking take out an expedition to Antarctica. Isn't it funny how none of these shills have ever brought up the scientific method of doing a complete crossing of that continent? Kristen Wolf. She lives in a trailer like Gene Hackman in The Listener.
This is what's funny. Matt. This is what's funny. That I've spent the last 3 months fucking defending your ass, and you've never even commented on one of my videos. And the only reason I fucking defend your ass the way I do is because you mean something to so many people out there.
I hate you.
With copyright violations with these fictitious fucking copyright holders and fucking talk shit about me, and then they ended up pissing me off, and I started going after them. I started going after them about 2 weeks ago, and I've been hitting them hard. And I know you ain't seen the videos. And I don't expect you to go watch them now. I'm trying to right now plan with you a hangout for this afternoon so you can throw this shit out there in a real benign way. And that's not even what we're going to be hanging out about. We're just going to be doing a simple hangout with me and you and some dude named Ace, who's a really cool motherfucker.
I can't, man. I got a meeting to paint the flat earth. Dude, I'm like offline and they don't fucking like it. They got 2 companies doing photo or painting shirts, violating my show poster, my shirt, my entire work. I got a show to prepare for where I'm painting the flat earth on a dance floor on the fucking, on the 13th of February. I go to court against Google on the 19th for takedown notices that they're ignoring, which slander me, lie, and defamate my character, totally out of context, and a violation of my privacy rights. Didn't even know I was being recorded. Copyright violations by Eric Dubé that Google is assisting and abetting with my face, my artwork behind me, my voice, and then he's selling books with it. And this guy's protected by Google. I mean, I'm going to court, and I'm going to do an invitation to everybody to come to the San Jose State Superior Court, small claims, at 1 p.m. February 19th to see Math Powerland versus Google Corp.
Everybody that's in your camp fucking works for it.
Unbelievable.
There's more people in your fucking camp than you even, I think that you even...
Okay, this is in context to everybody attacking me. He says, this is the Moore guy. He pretends to be friends on Facebook. There's so much paranoia in this movement. Everyone's suspicion of everyone. You woke me up, and I respect you for that, and appreciate you having the brains and the balls and the planes. Yes, you had the brains and the planes to come out with this truth in spite of a world full of haters. I don't think Neo ever threw Morpheus under the bus. Yeah, well, we'll see about that, Morguile. Nor did he throw him under the Nebuchadnezzar. So I definitely see what you're saying. I got nothing but love for you, bro. Yeah, right you do. If you ever want to come on the Globebusters, you've got an open invite. Call me sometime, bro. Okay, let's call him right up. He won't answer because he's intel. And they know I just talked to Jeff Stewart, the room painter. They know. Okay, let's go. A one-man show, folks. Yeah. No answer. Yeah, right, I'm reaching out.
Thank you for calling 864-603-3189. I'm sorry, but no one's available to take your call right now, so please leave a message and we'll call you back. Thank you.
Hey, John, it's Matt. Listen, I got your number, a very nice message there about, yeah, there seems to be a lot of people trying to, like, take me out. And there's a lot of paranoia. I looked at Lori Ferrari's interview. I don't know what you guys are doing. This whole expose was attacking the globalist map, which was the globe. And now they're attacking a functional mapping of flight routes through the north. You know, the UN projection, the AE map. And I would love to be on Globebusters to talk to you. I mean, I don't know, Lawrence Wright, he's a dead ringer for Jimmy Saville's love child. Yeah, Jimmy Saville, look him up. Sounds just like him. And, I don't know, a little stint in a sitcom called Undressed on MTV is not gay porn. But yeah, if you want to support me, that'd be fantastic. Because I know quite a bit about Hollywood. I've had about 7 offers I turned down over the past decade and change. And I just got a big one last week. Looks like they're taking up a notch because I didn't take their olive branch again. Stick to the scientific method. Let's do a straight expedition across Antarctica. So I hope this wasn't taken out of context. I record everything. Anyways, bud, give me a call back. Love to be on Globebusters to clear everything up. Cheers.
To review or re-record your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2. To mark your message has been sent.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Math. True to form, they're listening to the phone calls. Jeff, it's Math.
Yeah, what did you say? True to form what?
They know we're talking. Morguile's fucking a Luciferian for all I know, because I just called him up after his... You want to hear his message? I wrote something about, why is everybody throwing me under the bus? He writes, there's so much paranoia in this movement. Everyone is suspicious of everyone. You woke me up, and I respect you for that and appreciate you having the brains and the balls, planes. Yes, you had the brains and the planes to come out with this truth, in spite of a world full of haters. I don't think Neo ever threw Morpheus under the bus, nor did he throw under the Nebuchadnezzar, whatever. So I definitely see what you're saying. Oh, you do you? I got nothing but love for you, bro. If you ever want to come on the Globebusters,
got nothing but love for you.
You've got an open invite. Call me sometime, bro. He left his phone number. So I called him up, and I guess it's a triangulation they're doing here. He leaves me the message, and this is after like Lori Ferrari and all of them, and him inclusive, were destroying any kind of functional flat Earth map, like we destroyed the globe as any kind of functional map. And his little quip about the gay porn or somebody, it's MTV, folks. You know, they don't do gay porn. So this is out of context. This guy is run with my entire extended land theory. They've assigned him to represent my model, okay, for any kind of debate. Wet behind the ears in fucking May, flat Earth for 2 months, and then he's an expert debating a Stanford prof in physics on Art Bell's Shill Show. Yeah, he did a debate against a professor, and he was representing my model. They didn't ask me. I had some bullshit talking about Morguile.
Oh, John.
Yeah, no, he's been assigned to represent my model, not me. So that when so it's easier for a professor to debate him than me. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson debates rappers and not me. So they're avoiding and ignoring me while they have a smear and slander campaign going on at the same time. I will tell you what's going up though. It's this conversation. Me talking to you is going up right today. I don't need to do a hangout. I gotta pour resin. I just called up this son of a bitch after he left this bullshit little fucking mea culpa. I support you, bro. Lots of love. Like what, gay love? I mean, which is fine if you're gay. You know, which is fine. But now he wants to fixate that MTV does gay porn production. And why is he doing that? Because he's got no job. He's a troll. He's a paid shill. He's an initiate. And he's moving up the ranks of whatever spoils from this war are left over after they destroy the Flat Earth movement.
Patricia Steer. Patricia Steer was Dick Globe.
Steer.
Fucking Globebuster Dick Wads.
Steer, Eric Obey, and Mark Sargent Police.
Eric Obey ain't been. I ain't nobody seen or heard from him.
Because he's playing a tranny out of Fort Hood. He's playing Jamie Lynn Hicks. Hicks is all in caps on top of it. Wink, wink. How stupid are you flat earthers? With a little fucking nose bridge prosthetic and earlobe prosthetics? I see you. I fucking see how they do prosthetics. I got a background in production. I know what they do.
I mean, Eric Obey, nobody's fucking even paying him enough mind, man.
Yeah, he had to become this tranny, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, he wants to be some sort of Wang Chu fucking martial arts expert in the eyes. I don't know.
Oh,
Nobody pays attention to him.
Anyways, this is going up, Jeff. I don't need to do a hangout. If you guys want to do a hangout, how you talked about me, I got to pour resin. Or, dude, I got no money left. And you know what? Me saying this on camera right now is like just validating what they see in the bank account. And I don't like saying that kind of shit. My girlfriend got me to say that kind of shit in some stupid argument the other night. And that's turning out to be a liability.
No, I don't want you to get me wrong. I just don't want them to fucking use this shit to slander your ass.
Of course they're going to use it. That's why they, you know, that's what they... Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Jeff. I'm just furious. I'm not furious at you, buddy. I'm furious that I'm furious that people would fall for it, but now we have to do the preemptive, but they're still going to do it, but it's still going to be taken out of context. They're not going to let people know, hey, that little scene of me kissing is not gay porn. It's from a sitcom produced back in the early O's called Undressed. So girls, if you want to go and see me play something funny, feel free. I don't know if girls like that, but...
I just think that in general, they're just trying to discredit you.
They want to discredit? They want to avoid me?
You are a fucking mountain in the way of their fucking trying to take over this shit.
Yeah, of course.
You're a mountain in the way of them trying to take over.
I'm the fucking wedge.
They can't go around the mountain. They can't go over the mountain. They know they got to go through the mountain.
Dude, I had a real estate agent, man. You have no idea what he said to me when I was looking for a studio. He said, I'm the front door to the Gaming Commission, the NSA. I can bring you anything. I'll write you any check you want. I got carte blanche at the Vatican. I mean, my girlfriend was there and this potential investor. And you know what? We were listening to this guy and we thought, this guy's either out of a loony bin or he is the top. Because he was saying all the right words. And this was like, this is the final offer. I've had 7 of these little offers, but I want to play some wacky character. I don't mind playing little roles and stuff like that in film. I like acting. If the earth was a ball, I'd be acting, I'd be painting.
I need you to come back down to earth with me. You're a working man, correct?
Yeah. Surviving man.
Okay.
I'm a real man.
That's
thrown in a position of Columbus now.
That's the image that you need to keep. That's what people respect. The working man. The working man. That's what people respect. Not the fucking dude that wants to do the expedition. They don't respect all that bullshit. They don't respect that kind of shit. They respect fucking hard-working men. And it doesn't matter that you did something that maybe you're not so fucking proud of or nobody even gives a shit about, but they're pulling every tool out of their tool bag to try to get rid of me.
Hey.
Because I'm already out of the shield, I'm out of the fucking bullshit, as everything else, and they don't like it.
Hey, listen to this one.
They don't fucking like it.
I'm going to tell you a little something, and people could research this history about Matt Boylan, aka Powerland. Okay? Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. Okay? I caught the last train out of New York City. It left 11 minutes late at 9:11. The night before, I was the toast of the town doing stand-up. And I was finally at the top of the entire stand-up community. You know how many wannabes, Broadway hacks, go into stand-up comedy in New York? You know the fucking song, If You Can Make It There. Well, I did. And I knew something was going to happen because it was just too easy. Suddenly that huge city became a little village for me. You know, everybody coming out, Saturday Night Live, which is General Electric, which is Boeing, which is Lockheed Martin, and they like to do the little propaganda comedy to keep people suspended in some stupid political schism, or whether what's really happening is really happening. That's their sketch format. Okay? So I had the whole town. I was looking down at those 2 towers on the top of my cousin's place, 101st and West End Avenue. She had a 15-bedroom apartment. She was in rent control, paying $1,500 a month. They wanted her out. And she's a documentary filmmaker that was doing a very, very controversial film about the Holocaust. And how 2 million Catholic Poles were taken out. And she had footage of Jesuit priests with swastikas putting Polish Catholic priests in the oven. The Vatican was in on it with Hitler. And they use this little Jew label so people don't fucking investigate the flat earth. And they're bringing it out full force. Not terrorism, they're going right for the jugular. You're Nazis. They're not fucking around here.
What happened yesterday or day before?
Hold on, let me finish my story, buddy. Because you're the only one, and this is the only time I'm ever going to say it on camera. So that little 10-hour drive, train ride, okay, I had the ticket already bought. Okay? Then the first plane hit, and I was having pancakes, and I heard this whole thing like on the Walkman, the Discman, because I want to know what Howard Stern was shooting his mouth off. Not because I'm a fan. He just got canceled in Montreal, and I just moved most of my belongings to New York City to start my life. You know, as an artist, a painter, and a comedian in New York, the city of artists, right? And he stopped laughing midway through. They all did. And I just heard panting and breathing. And I was like, nobody stops laughing. And then, boom, there's a plane in the North Tower or whatever it was, the South Tower. And I knew right away, planes don't hit the tallest buildings in the world in the busiest air traffic space. Just by accident. I put down the Discman, I finished my pancakes, I paid, I went right to the station, I went right to the stairwell, and I just gave my energy to the fucking front of that caboose, and I said, we are leaving. Then boom, a second plane. And then I started hearing people saying stuff like, planes are all grounded. And then another person said, the buses aren't leaving. The bridges are locked. The block. No one's getting in or out. I actually heard somebody say, no one's getting in or out. I thought, am I on the other side of the screen now looking at the crowd in the movie theater? I mean, this was pretty fast. In 2 minutes after the second plane, they locked down 15 million people. How'd they fucking know? Well, that woman came up the stairs to get the tickets. She was shaking her head, and I was at the front of the lineup, and she was shaking her head, and I thought, we're not going either. And she was shaking her head because she knew everything else was stopped, but that engineer said, fuck it, we're going. So my little vortex in my stomach and my solar plexus and my little telepathy trick, my little remote, let's go, talk to the caboose, you know, let's move, fuck everybody else, make your own decision, you're your own man. We left. It took 14 hours to get to Montreal because every bloody small town had some hero coming in with dogs and machine guns trying to figure out who took down the towers. I'm in the train with geriatrics to go see the fall colors. Okay? I was the only one with the Discman. I had to tell these people in their 70s, those two towers from their hometown just came down into rubble. I looked back and I saw it smoking the minute I came out of that tunnel. I walked into Montreal, I went straight to the comedy club from the train station, and it was the first time I looked at the TV screen and I saw my imagination meet what was going on in reality. As I walked back in, I saw everybody turn around the bar knowing I was coming from New York to do a show. Like they were watching a ghost holding suitcases, and I saw that plane hit the tower, and I was like, my God, it's exactly how I imagined. Africa saw the visual before I did. Okay? So immediately, as a political scientist and a very concerned citizen, I did a report, a 30-page report called MDS, Most Dangerous Scenario. Within 48 hours, I said, we cannot just suddenly assume it's this group. How did you come to this conclusion? You have to be weary that there's another group trying to frame this group so they can have an advantage over the world of politics. And then I listed a bunch of potential security breaches. One of them was delivering biowarfare through weather and snow from the tops of buildings and the sky. I listed it all. And yeah, I had a meeting with the Canadian Secret Service Intelligence Unit, which went out to the CIA, and I wrote this paper called MDS in 48 hours. I called it all, and I was done with it. And then I watched it, and I was broke. I couldn't go back to New York. There was no art gallery shows. There was no shows in clubs. It was locked down and closed mourning for 6 months. I didn't have a penny in my fucking pocket. I had an agent call me up and say, I got a little role for you. And this is after I did that report. And that was this TV show called Undressed, where I played, you know, a funny closet case bully quarterback who finds his prey like in some hostel in Europe, doesn't realize it's the kid he used to pick on in high school, and then, the kid is gay, and then, we had a fling. Whatever, on the show. It was funny. And it paid the bills. All right?
Did they actually pay you?
Yeah, they paid me. They paid me scale, like SAG. And then it floated me for a bit. And, there's no small parts for people. I mean, what the fuck else was I going to do? I mean, all my plant, New York was closed. And it wasn't a bad part. It was a good director, and a lot of kids were watching it. Whatever. And then I found out about the Earth being flat. A lot of shit happened in that 8-month period when those towers came down flat to the ground. I started painting the ground. I started watching the ground. And there was a secret hidden message beneath the floors. Beneath the floors I started to paint. And the people who told me are much more powerful and much more devilish than NASA. So I'm really biting the fucking hand that could have fed me, because I have OCD for ethics. I'm an honest man. I don't believe in fooling people.
3 months. Is your dog a puppy?
I don't believe in fooling people so you can get a rise and get off on it. I don't know what kind of freaks are running this world right now, but when I look at the presidential election, it's like I got a choice between this psychopath and that psychopath. So that's how this started.
Good for her. Yeah, somebody bigger.
And then they know damn well they're gonna go and retrieve that piece of footage and smear me with it.
I think you're really missing something very important because you've not even talked about it yet.
What is it?
The exponential amount of people that are fucking waking up
I know.
all over the world.
Icy, come here.
It's not just you, Matt.
No, no.
Icy, come here.
Well, it has not been easy, my life.
Icy, come.
No, it fucking drove you fucking half insane is what it did.
No, no.
Fucking being out there alone and all this shit.
Not insane.
It's doing that to me.
Well, it hasn't driven me insane. It's just driven me... Well, look, you got a crash course. You got a crash course. You had the... Me, I had over a decade.
I know. And that's, you know, that's what I know. I understand that. I get it. But there's people getting fucking activated more and more and more.
They're unstable, I know. I know.
25 now.
Yeah, the people who are like, you know, walking their dogs and playing with their kids and watching TV and thinking Trump is a good choice. I mean, those people, when they get wind of it, I mean, God help us all. Listen, Jeff, I'm putting this up. I'm putting up a conversation right now. I'm gonna go and render the file and then upload it. I don't need to do a hangout. I gotta pour resin. I can do a task on the computer while I pour resin, so.
Oh, were you recording this?
Dude. Yeah. Fucking recording this. No, dude. It's just like I'm an invisible director. I like things real.
That's cool.
Jeff, man, God bless. Let's touch base. Tell me if you see anything weird. Stay flat. I'm gonna pour some resin right now.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you.
Yeah, cheers, bud.